come away from it at the end of it and I'll go, did I enjoy it? Did I like it? Did it push me buttons? And I don't think a lot of guys are going to necessarily give it too much.
There wasn't enough war and death, you're saying?
Guys are pretty simple in that regard. It's not that we're not capable of going away and thinking about it later and then doing the whole extract. It's not that we do. But a lot of guys tend not to be super analytical about things, if that makes you... I mean, I generally are, so I might be the exception that proves the rule. Do you know what I mean?
In other words, we should tell people that it's...
And I know a lot of guys
it's only slightly action. It's not a big action war film.
Yeah,
So
but I can still say that was a bloody good war film. That will push all your buttons. Go see Private Ryan. It was fucking great. I can do that for the guys. Do you know what I say? I'm here for them. And I know what makes a great movie in regards to what blokes like. So I can bloke it up.
Okay.
Yes, but I can also talk about Shakespeare. And I cry at Meet Joe Black. But I can bloody well talk about war films, right?
Multitasking, wow.
Oh, this podcast doesn't make any sense, does it? I'm filled with remorse for the listener. I just sit there and I go, oh my God, these poor people.
So all we're going to say is, even though it looks like a war film and it's got war aspects to it, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a real deep storyline, relationship, comradeship sort of thing underlining there.
Yep.
So
you're going to have to get used to that, though. I do tend to look at it. If it's a historical movie, I'm going to be looking at it from the strategic world, global political.
Yes, no, I'm getting that now.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, listeners, if that's not what you're looking for. Listen to Pip and just ignore me.
It's good to know.
Yep.
Well, what star rating would you like to give this then?
Oh, we're up to that already.
Well, I just thought we might as well, because I know you'll want to talk a lot more about...
Have we talked now? Well, I don't want to, because it probably doesn't interest most people. Let's face it happened 130 years ago.
What I'm saying is, you give it a star rating, and then you can talk about the next movie that is your choice.
I can see myself losing both you and the audience tonight. Sorry, what's the question again?
Whoa! Okay, star rating, what did you think? I know you didn't give this film enough...
Yeah.
But just on a very vague...
Oh, look, I would give it a 6.5. I think it was well done. I think it was excellently filmed. It's very pretty. And when I'm saying it's very pretty, they at least... you have Black Robe, for example, comes immediately to mind, where everybody's prancing around in bloody, finely laundered bloody suits. Everybody was fucking filthy in this, and there was dust everywhere, and you couldn't see shit. And I'm saying authenticity, thank you. Tick. So, you know what? I'm not going 6.5. I'm going to go a solid 7.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. I love the way it was shot. I love the way they could pan out and show you full deserts.
Yes.
So you're seeing Heath Ledger walking along in nothingness. And it just gives you real perspective of what was happening to his character.
I felt sorry for the actors out there. That looked genuinely unpleasant.
You're rolling around in the sand trying to stab someone with a shell.
Oh, God, yes.
But I'm actually going to give it an 8. I really liked the film. I thought it was done really well.
Well,
But then, of course... There probably wasn't enough war in action. People have died.
There's quite a bit of action in it.
There are short, pretty full-on
spots
where it is.
You have to wait a while, but if you're the kind of guy like me, I came away from it and I felt, because that's what war is. It's like, a whole lot of boredom and then it all comes all at once. And that's kind of what this was. Like it was led up to it, all the way through the film, and then bang! It hits hard. And, I felt it had...
There was no dragging.
There was the action gravitas.
The pacing was great.
Yes. Yes.
The only issue I had was the ending. I don't know why, and this is a bit weird, but I didn't want him to hook back up with... the
bitch.
Ethne.
Red-headed cow.
Well, because, one, she ditched him and made him feel like a coward. And then 2, she's supposed to be hooking up and getting married to Jack... And he's blind.
I know we're supposed... what's the expression, the American expression? I know we're supposed to root for him because he's the hero. But I think I would have by default anyway, because she was such a cow. She really was. And she was so superficial and so fucking judgmental that I just go, look, mate, you're better off in Africa.
Kate
Seriously.
Hudson did her really well.
Yeah,
but I
she
didn't
did.
like the ending bit.
Yep.
Where, we will get married. It's been wonderful and happiness and all that stuff. And I'm thinking,
Unpleasant character. Yeah.
She was, because she did play it. You were really annoyed with her. And I just thought, no, you don't want to do that. So the very little ending bit annoyed me. But other than that, yeah. But, it's okay that we didn't talk as much about this film, because I'm sure you're going to talk heaps about one of your favourite films.
Well, we are, but we've actually got a little surprise for the listener tonight.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So while we are filling up our drinks and getting ourselves ready for the next section, during the intermission, we're going to be playing scenes we'd like to share. And it will just be scenes that we like from movies, or even movies that we don't like, but we like that scene, that we think people should be aware of.
That's right.
And we'll have, you and I will both have goes at picking scenes and things. And so we hope you like it, and let us know if you do. And if you don't, I guess you should let us know as well.
You'll let us know. By the way, guys, use the Facebook webpage that we've got set up, this sort of thing. So just leave us a message. Tell us what you think.
And if there's any movies you'd like us to watch as well, don't pick really bad ones though, please.
Pick really bad ones.
Or if you do think there's something we should be doing. Hey, it's you too.
Oh no, I'll sit through any old crap if I know you're going to hate it.
Anyway, all right.
No, we're not going yet, because I want to tell people a little bit. No, I'm not. I'm not telling people a little bit.
No. You can do that over the intermission.
Oh, afterwards.
Well, it's playing, yeah. So while we're off having drinks, your voice will be playing over and telling people about it.
Modern technology, eh?
Whoa.
God, I hope I know how to do this.
The only bad thing is that I've got to think about what mine are. That's going to be the hard one. I'll have to think about it. Anyway.
All right,
so
have fun.
You guys have fun, and we'll see you in a bit.
All right.
Bye.
Paul's magical movie moment.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate. the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Back over that.
What, when you were yawning?
Well, what time is it? It's pretty late.
It's getting on, isn't it?
We gas bagged too much.
Well, what was that? Half an hour, 3/4 of an hour? Oh, anyway, all right. Okay, hi guys, we're back.
Hi, listeners.
From a rather extended conversation, but okay. Now, what are we doing now?
This is one of your favourites.
Hang on a sec. Because we've just put that bit in.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So let us know what you think about it.
Yes. If you don't like it and you think it's a silly idea, let us know, because feedback is all golden. But we just thought we'd throw bits and pieces, and it helps break it up so that you're not listening to us yammering on all the time.
But that's not a bad thing.
Well, not for me, obviously, because I'm magnificent, you know.
So this is one of your favourites.
This is one of my favourites for this year. That is the caveat I'm putting in.
Okay.
Now, may I say, before you start... No, I'm going to interrupt you right before you start the synopsis. I am simply going to say there are comedies that are like light, fluffy white chocolate. There are films that give you sustenance, like, I don't know, a Mars bar. But this film here...
Are you selling chocolate?
I'm hungry, all right? I haven't eaten all day, and I'm a little bit twitchy.
You're looking great, by the way.
Thank you very much. But what this film is, it's British, it's a comedy, ever so subtle, ever so complex. It is a dark, chilly chocolate. You can start now.
Okay, so The Death of Stalin, so it's a 2017 movie, so it's quite recent.
Yes.
So when tyrannical dictator Joseph Stalin dies in 1953...
Boo! I'm not booing that he died, but boo to Joseph Stalin.
Okay, his parasitic cronies start the dirty struggle to become the next Soviet leader.
Why are you going all dramatic?
Well, because it sounds dramatic, doesn't it? Oh, not really. Okay, I'll stop. I've stopped. No, it's all good.
No, continue the dramatic. I just want to see where this is going to go.
No, it's done. That's all I've written down.
Is that all you got?
For that section, yes.
Okay, all right.
Because I thought, well, Paul's going to sit and tell us all about it in his way.
In my way?
In your way.
You mean rambling on incoherently?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Because you picked it. So
Yes.
why did you pick this film?
Well, okay.